Hi everybody, my name is Rita Crompton and I am in Boston and enjoying the Inventors here and the great weather. Last time I got snowed out of Denver, so I got to stay an extra 3 days. I'm here with Bob Hausslein, and Bob has been the president of the Inventors Association. I got to get the letters going the right way, IANE. And the question for you this time, Bob, is what is the biggest challenge for inventors? The internet has become such an important part of our lives these days, but it can also kind of shoot you in the foot if you're not paying attention. So what do you see as being the biggest challenge?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is getting good advice from the get-go. We get telephone calls, I get calls, and somebody says, I've invented something, or at least I think I've invented something, and I've shown it to friends and family, and they like it, but what do I do now? Should I be patenting, or what? And if you go to the internet or buy books on inventing, you'll get lots of good advice that fits whatever the author of the book invented, his experience in the world, the industry that he or she is in, and similarly with just general comments on the internet. The problem is there is no simple answer to what do I do now with an invention. It's very variable. Ultimately, most inventors would like to license their idea, and sometimes it makes sense to try to license it right away, even before you make a prototype. In other cases, you should be making a prototype. In other cases, you should really be trying to make a small production run and selling some to establish that the product is viable. But obviously, in some cases, you can't make a small production run if you have to spend $10,000, $50,000 on tooling. But on the other hand, there's 3D printing, and there's a whole world of stuff out there. But to thread through it correctly, it's different for every single case. And so the only way, or the way we often recommend people, is just join an inventors club somewhere. There are probably 40 or 50 active clubs in the United States. Ours is one of the few, probably the only in the New England area, except for down in southwestern Connecticut. And come to meetings, listen to the outside speakers. You'll have people explain why licensing is the greatest thing in the world, and other people explain why licensing, you don't make as much money as if you do it yourself. But the do-it-yourself is a big commitment. It's not a part-time job, on, and get your different opinions and see how well they fit your case. And then do things like presenting at a confidential meetings, that we call our confidential meetings, where inventors can talk about things safely without worrying about starting the 1-year rule or somebody stealing their idea. We call it the Inventors Clinic. But it's a great time to get it out there and get feedback from people, whether they're prospective consumers, or what you really like to get is find some industry expert, like a retired person, and we help you, and most inventor clubs try to match you up with somebody who can help you. And you'll find that other inventors are not interested in stealing your idea. They're obsessed with their own ideas.
Right.
And they want to be helpful. Everybody who's had some margin of success, or they've gone through the pain of being ripped off by some late night, TV or radio program, they want to save you the pain. Inventors really do want to help each other out. So take advantage of it. The motto of our group is inventors helping inventors.
Right.
And the sub motto is don't give up your day job.
Yeah. I know the motto of ours is don't spend a dime before it's time.
Yeah.
And when it's time, step up to the plate. So you've got to know before you start going down. As one of my friends and fellow inventors had said, the rabbit hole. Because it's real hard to back out of that rabbit hole once you've started throwing money at it. And I'll have George explain a little bit more about that when I do the next video. But inventors, all right, before you start going down the rabbit hole, all right, figure out, a close inventors group where you can go and get the camaraderie, the community, the understanding, get questions and gather information, learn from somebody else's mistakes so you don't make your own. But it really does require then the commitment to go, feet on the ground. You need to be in the community. You need to be able to sit and talk to people and commiserate and ask questions. Sometimes your best resource is the inventor sitting next to you.
Right.
So that before you start spending a lot of money, don't search the internet. Search for a group, a community that you can join.
Good advice. Okay. Great.
Anyway, thanks everybody, and follow me on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll have some more good interviews. Thanks.
Great.